It is my honor this morning to introduce our speaker. Tiffney Laing, a former college educator, is the founder of Bevy and Dave, an award-winning multimedia educational company changing the narrative of Black history and building leaders. Bevy and Dave empowers families and educators to access to fun and inspiring global Black history learning tools, including toys, games, books, original animation, short films, and other activities for preschool, elementary age children. Tiffney's unique and unconventional work has been recognized among industry peers and featured in local, national, and international media, including Good Morning America with Michael Strahan and Kiki Palmer, MSNBC, The Voice of America, Daily Mail TV, Newsweek, and more. Within Bevy and Dave's first exhibition year, its flagship toy, History Maker's Puzzle Block Set, was a finalist for Toy of the Year Award in the Rookie category and is the winner of the 2018 Product of the Year by Creative Child Magazine and the 2018 Family Choice Award. Tiffney has several projects underway that are poised to take her passions and convert them into products to change the lives of children. She serves on the board of X Mode Social and has a bachelor's degree in mass communication from Wilberforce University and an MBA from Frostburg State University. She resides in the DC metro area with her husband Elmo and her beautiful daughter. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Tiffney Laing.
Wow. Thank you so much, President Nooks, for giving me the honor to be able to talk and to share a message with the graduates today. And I want to take our time to thank the administrators, faculty, and staff for all that you do to pour so much into serving the student body so they can achieve and go forward in their dreams. Class of 2022, first let me say that I'm very proud of you. And I know right now some of you are super excited because some of you have actually received job offers from companies that your heart desired to serve at. But at the same time, I know that some of you have not received any job offers. Some of you are no longer interested in what you majored in. And some of you have no idea what you want to do. And I just want to say that it's okay. You're going to be just fine because it's all a part of your journey. Let me share a quick story with you. What you don't know is President Nooks, he used to be my former supervisor when I served in higher education before moving into founding my own company. And one day in his office, he said to me, Tiffney, you need to present. And I went home that night and I thought about, if I'm going to present a workshop to students, what could I say? What can I do that would help them in their development? And then it came to me, self-leadership. I wanted to help students understand that leadership lives in them. Now that was in 2009. I immediately began presenting the self-leadership model. Fast forward to 2015, I decided to embark on a journey to start Bevy and Dave, to build leaders at a young age with the history of my ancestors, to show how the amazing accomplishments in Black history is self-leadership. And that educational toy that used all the principles of self-leadership went on to become an award-winning educational product. I say that to you because things happen for a reason, and your job is to listen and to really hear what people share with you. Sometimes it's not going to be this big, bold thing. Sometimes it could be a simple message. And in that message, if you listen and you act, you will find yourself exactly where you're supposed to be. So today, I want to talk to you about something that I know for sure everyone wants, because in my years in higher education, I have met so many students. And in my years as the founder of Bevy and Dave, I have met so many colleagues within this business realm. And no matter where I go, no matter who I talk to, one thing is for sure. Everybody desires these three things: love, joy, and peace. And so today I want to give you 3 tips on how to enjoy that in this next stage in your journey. So to enjoy it in abundance, let's start with love. Bevy and Dave was founded out of love. I created that educational product out of love. And as I began to create, and as I began to walk in that calling to really do the work of Bevy and Dave, many amazing things began to happen because of the intentions behind it. And so the love that was poured into the company and into that product was what touched people's lives, not necessarily the product itself, but the love that was poured into it. Why do I say this? Because for you, it is your job to be mindful of your intentions. And as you embark on this part of your journey, as you graduate and move forward, your intentions are going to shape your experiences. Your experiences are based on your thoughts and how you choose to move around the world. So don't worry about keeping up with the Joneses or the Kardashians. Don't worry about what your neighbors are doing, what your friends and colleagues are doing. I know at the age of social media, many people get distracted and they want to keep up with everyone else. I'm telling you right now, to enjoy an abundance of love, you have to be mindful of your intentions. Don't go after the money. Go after what's in your heart. And when you begin to work, whether it's a job that you like or not, you do it with love. And everybody that you meet, you engage with them with love. In the very kindness of a smile, in the words that come from your mouth, all of that is love. And it will surely return back to you. You never know what can happen. Your experiences are shaped by the love you give, and it's not limited to the relationships. Second tip, joy. At the beginning of 2020, at the end of February, I made my first appearance on Good Morning America. And it was a time where I was just in celebration mode, knowing that everything would change for Bevy and Dave, that more people would know about Bevy and Dave, and that sales would skyrocket. But 2 weeks later, the pandemic hit. And when it hit, of course, there was disappointment because all sales came to a complete halt. Because during uncertain times, People are saving their money, they're conserving. They're not sure if they're going to have their job. They're making sure they have money for their families, for things that are needed, like food and paying their bills. And so I understood very clearly that educational products at that point was not the priority. But I stayed in joy. And you might be wondering how. Because, see, joy comes from the inside. It's something that no one or nothing can take. Happiness, it's a different story. You go to a club, you might be happy. Go hang out with your friends, go to the movies, you might be happy. And when it's over, you're back to blah. But joy, it comes from deep within. And it's based on your perspective. So my perspective was that I'm going to stay in gratitude. I still had the blessings of being able to work on Bevy and Dave. I still know that I'm doing exactly what I am called to do. And I understood that times like that don't last forever, that too should pass. And so in that gratitude, I became more creative, and I decided to expand Bevy and Dave at that moment. And I began working on our first animation film and adding books to our collection of products. And in the following year, everything was released in 2021. Our first animation film and line of books. And so the point to that story is that it's up to you how your experiences are going to be, and it's based on your perspective. When things are going wrong or not as you plan, you choose how you're going to think. How you're going to respond to the situation is going to determine the outcome. This is very key in your next point in your journey. Because things are not going to always go as planned. Things are not going to always be or go as fast as you want them to go. But you determine your joy, and you do it based on having discipline in how you think. Making sure your perspective serves you well, and that is positive. Lastly, peace. Everyone wants peace, but I know some of you are thinking, well, Tiffany, I like a little drama. When you're young, yes, you like drama, but let me tell you, it is not sustainable. The entertainment industry does well because we like drama, yes, but we can't have it like that every day. In our daily lives, we need peace. It's what helps us function. It's what helps us enjoy life even more. Bevy and Dave have yet to make a profit. And you wonder, well, how can you have peace with that? Especially the business majors, right? But see, I understand very clearly that Bevy and Dave is bigger than a profit. So I remain in faith and I have patience. And it's through faith and through patience where you get your peace. Because as you go on to this next part of your journey, it's going to require you to have a lot of faith, to believe in yourself, to believe in your abilities and the possibilities. All these people that you may admire right now all over the world, they are no different than you. The difference is how they choose to discipline their mind, which follows with action. So when we talk about having faith, just continue to walk and believe. Don't talk negative to yourself. Have patience because things don't happen overnight. You can't microwave yourself to success. And I know with social media, a lot of things around you, especially with your colleagues and your friends or people you may not know. You may get impressed with the things that they post, but let me tell you, don't get caught up in the hype. You run your own race. You enjoy your own life. You have your own journey. And it's always going to take different directions, different roads. Just like I worked in higher education and had no idea how one self-leadership model would be the foundation of a company. So if I haven't told you thank you yet, thank you, President Nix. So I will leave you by saying, you have a great future ahead. You're going to do excellent. I believe in you, and I'll be praying for all of you on this next step in your journey. If you've made it this far, you can do anything that your mind decides to do. And I wish you all an abundance of love, an abundance of joy and peace. May you enjoy the next journey. Congratulations.